And again, I'm Jeff Williams. Like I said earlier, a project manager on the West Bank team. Uh, what we're here to do today basically is just to discuss the western tie-in portion of the Greater New Orleans Hurricane Storm Damage Risk Reduction System. In particular, we can go to the
Jeff,
next
could you
slide.
get a little closer to the mic for
Oh,
us
I'm
while you're
sorry, no
talking?
problem. Basically, you guys have seen this slide before. In general, the Western Time consists of 5 construction projects, WBV 70 through 75. 70, as you can see there, that's dewatering and sand cells, so we can actually construct the east-west portion of the levee, which is WBV 72. Then we cross Highway 90 with the flood wall, what you see there, which is WBV 73, and then continues to earth and levee WBV 71, east and west again, and then north and south. 75 is railroad crossing structures as well as crossing of LA 18, and WBV 74 is a closure structure in Bayou Verret. Basically, what we want to talk about specifically today is the 70, WBV 70 and 72 portion of the project. Just want to let the folks know how our particular project is going to affect uh, uh, boating traffic during the construction period here. We have gone out and talked to landowners that will be affected. We have talked to some on the phone. We think that everyone knows what's going on right now. We just wanted to come here again and let folks know exactly what we were doing. Basically, to gain access to do the construction for WBV 70 and 72, we have to construct 4 bridges from and access from Highway 90. You see 2 permanent bridges on the west and east end of the project, with 2 temporary bridges in between there. As such, and I'm sorry, I want to show you Pier 90, where that is on this slide as well, relative to that. You can go to the next slide, Alex. Yeah, next slide. So basically, the issues are this, to provide the Western Time portion, the West Bank project with 100-year protection. We are going to temporarily restrict access to the outer Cotahuachi Canal west of Bayou Verret from approximately mid-July to June 1, 2011. The reason I reference Pier 90 is relatively close to I think we have 3 private boat launches that's going to be affected. Pier 90 is pretty close proximity to those, so they still would have somewhere pretty close to launch boats. It's something that we have to do. We know that we're going to cause a little headache and heartburn for some folks, but it's something that we have to do. But we just wanted to let folks know exactly what we were doing. So if there's any questions for the action. That's it, real quick.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Jeff, thank y'all for coming out this evening. We
No
appreciate it as always. Question is, how long has it been since y'all started the process with this project?
From the entire Western Tie-in project?
Yep.
Mr. Nuss, what do you,
Well, I guess
do you mean
this particular,
the concept
yes,
of the project
right,
itself?
concept to permitting and everything.
Oh, goodness.
Rough
It's
estimate.
probably been over a year.
Over a year? That's it?
Well, what do you,
I say that's it, and y'all, and Jeff, you know where I'm going with this, but 17 years we've been trying to get a levee on the west bank of the parish, right back here,
Mhm.
and this is all happened in a year. It's just blows my mind that it's happening that quick, and there's a lot of concerns. I had a resident call me over the weekend. This resident is actually getting ready to move to Baton Rouge, yet he is concerned, extremely concerned, even though he's moving out of the parish, that this project is going to only make worse any problems we may have from a hurricane here in the parish on the West Bank. And I know you guys have heard this before, but I'm going to say it again. is really, this is setting us up for a big problem on the West Bank. And we appreciate the protection. I know the AMA area appreciates the protection, but this is not a good project when you look at the whole big picture.
Well, like we've said before, they've done, the models. We don't think we're changing anything that's different from today, from a rain event, but from a hurricane event, we think we're adding protection. But we know you guys are asking for that, that permit, and we know, like Julie said last time, we're working really hard to try to, to get that process moving forward. So we hear you,
Well, I know that Mr. Nuss, and I know I've heard it and talked about it too, but it's that when you build that levee, that water's got to go somewhere, as that would have went there if we would be hit with a major storm. And with that area protected and our area open on the western end of the diversion, that leaves us more vulnerable. That's the concern that we have. And the fact that the parish, through whatever issues, has been pursuing over 18 years for these different permits, and we're still at the table today, and y'all turn a permit over in a year.
Yeah.
I don't think we should blame them.
It's not their fault, but we'd like to know how to get that
They
process.
either that good,
Right, we'd like their process to work for
or
us.
over here.
Right.
So,
Well,
it's
Go
different,
ahead.
it's different, but the whole levee's different than what y'all doing, but
Yeah, and we apologize. We understand there,
yeah.
there are issues here beyond, what we are trying to build. And those permits, we have seen them come through our office recently. So we know there is some movement, but, we can only leave here and tell you that we'll go back and ask and get some information to you. So unfortunately, that's all the information we can give you
Yep.
right now at this moment.
Okay. Well, we do thank you all for coming out this evening, because I know this is important to a lot of fishing people and the people on Highway 90.
And it's unfortunate that we do have to restrict access temporarily. We did try to get around it as best we could, but unfortunately there was no way around it. So,
All right, well, thank you all.
All right, no problem. Thanks.
thank you.
All right, thanks for coming out.